And seeing how you played this weekend, how did the break that you had impact you as far as like maybe did it give you extra juice, rest? Did you feel more fresh out of it? Was that like a silver lining out of it?
I mean, I don't know, probably. I was kind of starting to feel good before then. Like body started to feel really good, and I don't know. That break, that protocol or COVID or rest, whatever you want to call it, could have went two ways. And I just overly locked in on my body, my eating. And then when I was able to start working out, my workouts.
Steve said that you were able to kind of stay in shape at home while in protocols. How were you able to do that?
I got a little setup in my house to where it's just, I got some weights. I got some different kind of machines that I can, keep my heart rate up and stay active. Try to do that once or twice a day. Once everything was, I felt good. My body felt good.
With everything this team has been through, what does it mean to come into Los Angeles and win these two games? And what will it do for you guys going back home?
Confidence is through the roof. Now we just, KD and LaMarcus and Kai and Joe Harrison. I mean, that's for our best players, for our top players that are out. Our confidence level for our bench and guys that are checking in the game is high. They can come in the game and impact the game in different ways, and we can find different ways to win basketball games, and that's what it's about. It's not always be pretty. We're not always going to make shots, but defensively we can get after it and lock teams down. And guys stepped up big time this road trip.
Alex?
Hey, James, I got two quick ones for you. You talked about earlier in the year kind of being in uncharted waters, having to come back from injury for the first time in your career and figure out your role and everything. I mean, is it safe to say all that is past you now?
Yes, that's over with. It's over with.
And then just yesterday, obviously having your number retired by your high school, you kind of speak to that experience and all that.
Yeah, man, high school was where I started, where I fell in love, actually learn how to work hard, learning how to actually train, learn how to, stay in the gym and lock myself in the gym and find things that I can get better at in basketball. From just hooping out, with the homies outside in high school, finding pickup games around the city, all that stuff, man. Just that was where I fell in love with the game of basketball, and it's introduced me to a lot of different people, and then it's taken me to a higher place to where I'm able to provide for my family and a lot of people around the world. So, that was a special moment for me yesterday, and definitely embrace that.
Brian?
Hey, James. I know the other day when you were talking about what could you do, during the time that you were out, you were half jokingly were saying, just not much, just binge watching. But I'm curious, what were you able to do, just physically in terms of keeping in shape and keeping.
You want to know my whole day how I went?
What were you able to do, and have you surprised yourself to be off as long as you were and to go through what you went through and to look the way you have physically and be able to do things you've been able to physically?
When you prepare yourself, man, to be great, there's no surprise, It was just difficult, man. It's difficult, like I said, coming off the injury and finding myself and not having a chance to play, pick up, and we don't really practice because of the schedule or whatnot. So you got to kind of find yourself in games. And then, before the COVID, I was getting into that rhythm and I was finding myself, and, COVID hit. So it's just, the priority number one was making sure, obviously I was resting, but, making sure I was eating really good, which I've been doing. And then getting my cardio up, man. And then when I was able to work out and get in the gym, I was making sure I pushed myself a little bit harder. And, we had one solid practice for 10 minutes or something like that, and then it was go time. So at the end of the day, it's basketball, and I've been doing it for a very long time at the highest level. And, it's pretty much simple.
Christian?
Hey, James, you mentioned that you had locked in on your eating and on your diet. I'm just wondering how important nutrition is to being able to keep at the highest level and what specific changes you may have made while you were in health and safety protocols.
Younger guys don't really care about it. I know when I was younger, it was kind of like, I can do this. But now it's like, I might have one good day out of 2 months or something like that. But especially for me, man, I'm trying to get ahead of this thing. I'm trying to make sure my body feels great so I can continue to keep going up in the regular season and prepare for the playoffs. Individually, I got to make sure I'm in the best shape and I'm the best James form that I can be for my teammates. And if I'm on that form, good things will happen for my team.
Go ahead, Tom.
Hey, James, you hit a milestone tonight. You became the 10th player in NBA history with 20,000 points, 6,000 assists, and 5,000 rebounds. Wasn't sure if you knew you hit those numbers and what it means to you to be in a group like that.
Just want to win. Just try to find ways to impact the game on a night in and night out basis. That's it, man. Just try to go out there and do what I can to the best of my abilities every night, and helping our team rebound, hitting guys for open shots, hitting our bigs, make it easy for them, and then scoring the ball, and being that triple threat that I can be every single night. I'm sure the other 9 guys are elite and Hall of Famers, so I just got to keep pushing.
Last one, Alex.
Yeah, James. Nick had a very good night tonight. I think it was only one shot he missed. It seems like he's been a lot more assertive down low lately. What have you seen out of his play lately?
He's been his confidence is growing. This is just probably, I'll say, his first year where he's like know himself. He knows what we expect out of him, and he has to do it on a night in and night out basis. And I tell him every single day, like, anybody can have one good game. Anybody can have 2 good games. But what separates yourself is when you do it on a night in and a night out basis, consistency, especially for a young guy. And once you can build them great habits, then you got something special, and you can be around this league for a very long time. So that's something that he's learning. But I feel like it's my job to make sure that he has that mindset every single game. He brings a different dynamic to our team. He's very athletic, very skilled. So just got to keep pushing him, and he's going to be a key part of where we want to go.
Thanks, James.
Thanks.
Thank you.